What you do with your arms is crucial for the long jump. It can foreshorten your distance or extend it depending on whether or not you get your arm action right or wrong. So let's take a look at what you can do to improve the arm action. We're going to primarily look at the Hitch-kick technique, and we're going to focus on Abraham in the main, but also Owen. Abraham has jumped 7.43 meters, he's an under 20. Owen has jumped 6.86 meters and he's an under 17. Both have similarities in terms of what they do with their arm actions, and it's affecting how they land, and they are losing distance in consequence. I see lots of jumpers when I go to meetings doing very similar. So pay attention, look and see what we're doing, and hopefully it's going to help you jump further as well. First things first, what are they doing incorrectly? Well, take a look at these videos here of Abraham and Owen at takeoff, and you'll see that their back arm is pulling out to the side, and that is creating an open chest position. Now, the other arm does not go out to the side, so it's not equilateral. So this arm comes over and it rotates the body across. Now, not only does it do that, but it's going to have an effect on the opposite side leg as well. And it's rotating, screwing around the body so that when they come in to land, one side of the body, the leg, is dropping in earlier compared to the other side. Additionally, it's affecting their torso position in flight. Both tend to have this tendency to open their chest at takeoff. Now that is creating some backward rotation as well, but the main issue, as I've identified, is the arm coming out to the side and creating a corkscrew effect. Now this is affecting their takeoff and their ability to leave the board in a more balanced fashion. It's incredibly frustrating for both athlete and coach to lose distance on a landing. Abraham, for example, potentially could have jumped 760 plus had he been able to control his landing better. So let's take a look at how we can correct these imbalances and incorrect arm rotations. First, I must say that I'm assuming that the jumper is able to set up the jump properly on the penultimate step and through into the takeoff. If you can't do that, then you need to work on that before you can then really start to focus on what you're specifically doing with the arm rotation. First thing first, you've got to understand what you need to do with the arms. Basically, in particular with Abraham, he's patterned in the incorrect arm action over years and years. So even when I'm asking him to take his arm over the top, he still tends to go out to the side and takes his wrist back. And that is creating that backward shoulder movement and opening the chest. It's taken him a long time in order to be able to clean that up. And he's been doing a lot of mental rehearsal and just walking through the movement, getting the arm up high over the shoulder, and additionally not letting it drag out behind. If it drags out behind like that, then that's acting like a sail, like an air brake, and it's slowing you down. So we're trying to get the shoulder at takeoff, rear arm to be there, and then to take it up quicker and over. Now that is going to speed up his takeoff and hopefully not enable him to bow his chest. And you can see that it's beginning to work in these videos here. Then, hopefully, as you're also being able to see through the videos, the landing is going to improve. His leg shoot is extended. Yes, the knees bend on contact, but he's not dropping down to one side and losing distance. Just backtracking just a little bit, it is crucial that you hold your takeoff drive. If you don't do that, you're going to rotate straight away off of the board, and no matter what you do with your arms, you're going to fall in early into your landing and not get an optimized jump. If you feel that you're not taking off optimally, then you need to work on your takeoff time over time over time in order to hit that position and leave the board in a balanced position with your arms locked in this sort of position here. I always like to do some research when I go into these particular topics, and there was very little on the PubMed database on arm action for long jump. I did find one piece of research, and I'll put the link in the video description, and you're seeing it on screen now. And that compared the Hitch-kick with the stride jump and looked at the importance of the arm actions. And basically, as we coaches know, the angular momentum of the arms can better control the torso and extend the legs into landing. It was key to create high, long movements with the arms in order to achieve those positions. And the difference between the stride jump and the hitch kick was pointed out, with the hitch kick being seen to being better in terms of controlling rotation. And indeed, they were talking about doing a 2.5 stride hitch kick as opposed to doing a 1.5 stride hitch kick the further you jump, which basically is what most elite jumpers do. The longer they jump, the more rotations they put in the air in order to control forward momentum. Bear in mind that when you're in the air, you can't physically jump any further. Your flight path is determined from the takeoff. All the arms and legs do is better control your flight so that you can extend your legs in front of your centre of mass in order to optimise your landing depth, as it's called. Torso angle is also crucial for determining long jump distance, and I made a video on that, and to see whether leaning into the takeoff is beneficial, then do check out this video here. I do hope your season's been going well. If you've got any questions about this particular video, or indeed any of my others, then do leave a comment in the section below. Do like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Looking for a really fast, speed-orientated training shoe, then do check out the Antepes Muscle Runners. Both Daniel and Abraham have been putting them through their paces over the last year, and they found them to be very, very beneficial for their jumping and sprinting. Daniel has leapt 7.76 meters, and he's an under 17, and under 20 Abraham 7.43 meters. The Antepes Muscle Runners are built like a sprint shoe. They have carbon fibre plates in them, therefore they're a stiff shoe, and they can optimise push off, toe off, and create quicker ground reaction forces compared to normal conventional running shoes. If you want to find out more about them, then do check out this particular video. And if you want to get your hands on a pair, then do also see that video and the link below where you can get a 10% discount.